The more I can bring to bear, inside and outside, the more completely I'm using my body. Therefore, the more efficient and effective it is when I move. You want, Stephen Ma would say, use everything.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
So I'm releasing. That's my weight. I'm spinning the joints. I'm spinning my center. And when I move, all parts of me are moving. Not just this. Okay?
Right.
That's use everything.
Right. And
That's what the classics say. The yi, the idea, leads, means comes before. The qi, which is the energy movement, which leads the li, which is the force, the physical force. So my yi leads the qi and results in the li, physical force.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you feel?
Yep.
Okay. And of course, this is training. You're never going to fight like, oh, did I move you? Of course not. But if you work all that up in your training, so that's how you're used to just being and moving. You know, someone comes at you, it's just bang, that's the hammering. All that stuff is going on, but you're just moving faster and allowing all the joints to move. So in this particular example that I just did, okay, there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not letting my joints rotate. Not really, okay? So if I do exactly the same thing, and I do that, see? It transmits a force into him or through him. And when before, I went like that, and somebody's legs buckled, it's not really working very well with him. But when I was doing that, right, then
Mm-hmm.
that's a transmission of force. We call it kinetic energy that's traveling into him. I'm not pushing my way into him. I'm just in this condition. And yeah, if I didn't have the intent this last motions. If 1 second, please. If I have the intent now, like, okay, it's going to go into him, not through him, but into his body, like his spine, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I let the joints rotate. You see how it's effect.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have the intent, and I do all the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really the same, is it?
No.
So, there, it's going to turn like this, to move the arm like that. So it's just going to rock.
Horizontally instead of vertically.
So just do it. Now that's, you're pressing here.
Right.
Ignore this, and just slightly turn that. Yeah! Now you got it. Because as soon as you turn this without pressing, you're uprooting me. That's when my body goes away. And now you're free to let the arm fly out.
Right.
So the first motion is in here, and then it can fly out. Okay. So it's in here. See?
right.
And that's slow without any power. When I'm coming back, I think of moving you, I'm going to fight. Just go into my Peng, stance Peng, spinning, and then just start to rock that. See the power of it?
Yeah.
Sorry. Bong Sao is the same, therefore. That's your first motion. And as you do that, you're turning. Yeah, do it again. That's exactly right.
Okay.
Again. See how easily.
Yeah.
Chu Shanten said that Bong Sao can be the most aggressive move in Wing Chun. It has that rotational power to uproot someone.
That's really
So that would turn into a palm strike. Yeah.
Ah.
And for actual use, maybe you go to hit me, and I'm here, right? I don't have to do all that, like in the form to do my Peng Sao, okay? So I just do that and hit you.
Right.
So that's my Peng Sao.
Right.
So press me. So that's my Peng Sao. Now you got it. Okay?
That's terrifying.
It's the same thing in Fuk Sao. In form, it's this range of motion, right? But I'm not going to do that in a fight because it takes time and it's too long a motion. It's not necessary because I'm not looking to slide over his arm to hit him. which is what a lot of people try to do. I'm looking to crush his spine, his center. I'm like, sorry, I'm looking to shake him like a rag doll. So I'm just gonna, again, starts with this little rocking motion, like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just bang. When it shakes you like that, now I can hit you.
Right.
That's that handling thing we talked about.
Would you mind doing it with that arm? I would love to see that focus out right
Okay, so I'm just gonna go.
there. Yes. Exactly.
Even if I do it slowly, see, it tends to crush you.
How would that work with Tom? It's still a rocking motion with Tom, right?
With concept?
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's, yes, that's it, right?
Yeah.
So,
So all you really need to do in any of those moves is basically steal the guy's balance.
yes.
Once you steal his balance, you own him.
Right, but the way you steal it is by these rocking motions.
Yeah.
Without fighting the point of contact.
Right.
So look,
So if he
and I don't have to think about isolating the motion, or it has to be this bomb or tom or funk. It's just, all of my motions involve a slight rocking.
So if his point of contact with you was further towards the crease of your elbow, it's still conceptually the same, right? I mean, all you gotta do is you rock and steal his balance.
Sorry?
You rock to steal his balance, regardless of the
Yes.
point of contact.
Yeah. When you combine that with moving your center of mass, then it's powerful.
My feet went up.
Okay? But yes, the way the arms move
You should
are
feel
these
that for
rocking
yourself.
motions.
I have.
Inside my joints, my spinning center, then when I see it's got power. So it's bang, okay?
And that placement, choose something, you placed your arm on his, is that an expression of tongue? What we were doing earlier today, I'm gonna say, you're in a tons out,
Yeah.
and you gave me your weight, or I accepted your weight. I don't exactly know which way it really goes, but.
Well, I give it to you, whether you accept it or not.
Right.
Yeah, okay, so you're giving me the weight, is that an expression of tongue, or is that
No.
simply? No, okay,
That's an expression of song,
okay,
of release.
okay.
And I have to be released to Peng. So I release, and Peng is the movement of energy inside to open everything, to expand. But I have to release to do it. If I hold on to myself, I can't expand. You're going to bend my wrist to put on a joint lock, right? So now I'm in trouble.
Mhm.
So go ahead. So now I can move with it, and that's what you just did, right? Or go ahead. If I have a strong palm, come on, break my wrist. I don't care. You can't bend it.
No,
So Peng is very strong, but it's not this. I'm squeezing. It's an opening.
okay.
Okay? Okay.
All right, that conceptually, that's something that I'm gonna have to play with. It's just, it's a very big concept for me, for some reason, to grasp onto. It's like this whole expanding in all directions.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not, I'm guessing, but I think I'm right, okay? It's not something that a lot of Wing Chun people do. So maybe in a lot of schools, it's not talked about or taught. Obviously, in the Chu Shan Tin methods, it's very important, but that doesn't mean that it's the same in other places, okay? But it's important because it gives you a strong foundation when you move. And I think that's very important.
Yeah, I think I'm just looking for a recipe to bake the cake.
Yeah.
You know, how much of this,
The how-to.
much of that, yeah, what's the stepwise, how do I do this? You know,
There's no how-to.
there's no recipe, there's no instruction book, it's like.
There is now, right there in front of you, you just wrote it all down.
Yeah, you've been writing all week.
Yeah.
Now just study your instructions.
Well, you're assuming I'm gonna be able to read my own handwriting.
This is, I think, exciting and really cool, because when you develop this way of being and moving, it's you.
Right.
It's not you doing what some teacher said to do, the right kind of technique, and is it right, is it wrong? You spend your whole fucking life being corrected in minute ways by people, you know. I've been doing it this way for 3 years, and a man comes over and goes, no, you're doing it wrong, you know? No, it's you. So you got freedom of expression, it's your body, it's your energy, it's your power, it's you. So I think that's what martial arts have to be for you to be able to use it really in life.
It's got to be your art.
Because if it's all about I need to
Imitating.
get it right,
Yeah.
then it'll never be me, and I won't ever really be able to use it, okay? I was a painter and a sculptor, and if my painting is, I gotta learn specific skills and methods, which there's nothing wrong with that, it's probably necessary,
Techniques.
I would have to say.
Yeah.
But to paint like this artist, like, you know, Monet, okay? Then maybe I can paint like Monet, it'll never be Monet, it'll never be as good, because it's not me. It's not really art, okay?
Right,
For
it's
it to
not
be art,
creation.
it has to be me. It has to be an expression of me.
Yeah.
It might suck, but it still has to be. I would rather, and this is just my history of art, okay? This is me. I'd rather everything I make suck, but at least it's me, then it's better technically, but it's not me.
Right.
Ideally, it's both, but you know. So that's why I like this way of doing things. But even, this is just my opinion, a lot of Chushantin students, a lot of people in the lineage, they're trying to do what he's doing because he was so good, you know, so impressive. And, oh, I need to do what he's doing, I have to do it his way. And, you know, they're always checking their shoulder, and everything. Okay, I admire their discipline and their commitment to it. And they need to do that. Because they can't just ignore what he's doing and expect what they're doing to be good or valuable or work. No argument there. But they got to take in what he's doing, but that's just the beginning to start to develop abilities. Then they need to just actually do it, make it part of themselves. But if all they ever do is try to copy him, they're never going to get anywhere. So you have to find your own power, if you want to put it that way.
Kinesthetic feeling of what Peng feels like, or is it different for everybody? I mean, when my arm falls asleep because I've laid on it too long, or a wrong position, I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
My arm is asleep, right? That's a specific sensation.
Yeah.
When I stub my toe, I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
Does Peng or developing Peng feel the same way to everybody, or is everybody different? I can't tell you what it feels
I
like.
guess I can't answer because I don't know what other people feel. My guess is it's the same. Then it's a question of how you're creating Peng internally. And is it accompanied by some contraction of muscles or not? It shouldn't be. So it should feel like an opening, like an internal stretching. Okay? Like every cell in your body is alive. To use more poetic language, which isn't really necessary, but sometimes it's fun. Like the sun is shining inside of me, okay? A flower is opening.
Yeah.
That's what it should feel like. And it feels powerful, but not heavy and not like that, okay? Like this.
And that's the thing that I'm struggling with, to try and develop that feeling, because, you know, you said, oh, Peng expand, well, what do you want me to do, become the Michelin Man? No, I don't want to become the
Yeah.
Michelin,
Yeah, I want you to become the Michelin Man. He's filled up.
By like concepts always moving forward.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I keep that there, so you don't want to take your hand with you.
No.
No.
No, I
Try to go right into your
jiggle.
throat right now. Yeah.
Keep,
Yep.
now,
And now that's
keep doing all
like,
that.
see my muscles
Yeah,
popping
I can see your
That's
shoulder.
you flexing my muscle.
There you go.
I'm just trying to
So yeah,
maintain.
you're having
Yeah.
fun right now.
You ideally want to do all.
But
this.
I'm still kind of protected because if you come at me, you go into your throat, you know?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
I can only go so far.
Mhm.
So when you actually
Active.
carry that, to
Mhm.
use
Right.
it.
An active
Right.
release,
Yes.
I get-
continuous
I get- let that go.
active release.
Yes, yes.
Actually,
So
yeah,
you move
interesting.
energy through yourself.
I'm gonna help,
Mhm.
I'm gonna help you.
Yeah,
go this
you're
way.
pulling me off my stance right now. I
Tell
can't,
yourself
I'm,
to do that.
I'm in danger
Because
right
you
now.
know
Yeah.
that, do that.
Yeah, so I could do
That's your point.
whatever I
Yeah.
want pretty
Yeah.
much, but
Yeah,
So,
interesting, okay.
and that
Just let go.
stresses me out. And also, when you're on top,
Mhm.
you're relaxing.
Yeah.
and then
You just stand here while their muscles wear out.
Cool.
Well, see, that was the complaint that I always used to get. When I roll with somebody.
It starts to get really hard to deal with.
And I was in the foot picture. Oh, your hands are so
Does that to
heavy.
me.
Then I try to lighten up and I get hit all the
Not
time.
doing anything.
Okay, your problem,
Yeah,
not mine.
yeah, you can just take a breath. You've got the center line, you're a threat to me, I can't run.
Right.
You've got the top position.
Yeah, I don't have to play fair with you. I'm trying to hit you, right? So it's like, I
Work
can,
with you. Okay.
Move this first.
Mm.
Leave this alone. Yeah, that's it. It's right in my lower back. Much better.
Mhm.
So look, it's all going to be the same theory. Face me. You're going to do a tonsil, for example.
Yeah.
What are you moving? Not this first. This first. Yeah, exactly. So you want to go that way? That's what moves first. Yes. Just like that. Now you've got the power of your body in play.
Yeah.
Every motion is going to be that. Okay.
and so building on that idea that we're talking about gears, is that when he's tonsil going forward, is that ball going this way and then reversing direction when you pull it back
For me, it's going this way.
horizontally?
Yeah, to bring my hand out. It's like turning. Look, if I turn my body, it throws my hand out.
Oh, okay.
If I turn clockwise, it brings it back and throws this hand out.
No, maybe
It's like
that's
this
what I'm
action.
struggling with,
Okay.
because I'm thinking of like, you know,
No, listen, if I want to go down,
yeah,
then it's going to turn that way.
Okay.
Up, it's going to turn that way.
okay.
But out and back is horizontal. But maybe it's like on an angle, then it's going to turn like that, like in Bilgi. It's going to.
Yeah, okay, fine. I get what you're doing now, because I'm thinking, okay, well, I want my hand to go that way. This internal ball has got to go